Greetings, devoted viewers of the TV Days Drama Digest channel, where we unravel the tangled threads of human stories with passion and intrigue. Today, we dive headfirst into a saga that has gripped our hearts and sparked endless speculation: the enigmatic tale of Sophia, Amy, and the shadowy figure of Mr. Choi. This isn't just another family drama. It's a labyrinth of secrets, betrayals, and questions that demand answers. Is there a shocking twist lurking in the shadows of this seemingly ordinary family? Could Mr. Choi, Amy's husband, be hiding a sinister truth? Is he not Sophia's biological father? And brace yourselves, could he be responsible for a heinous act against her, with young Tesaro as the haunting result? Buckle up, because this story is a roller coaster of emotions, and we're here to dissect every heart-wrenching detail. Our channel thrives on peeling back the layers of complex narratives, and Sophia's story is no exception. What began as a seemingly straightforward tale of a young woman's pregnancy has morphed into a web of suspicion, with Mr. Choi's eerie silence at its core. We're not here to spread rumors, but to explore the possibilities, to chase the truth through the fog of uncertainty. So, let's embark on this journey together, piecing together the clues, analyzing the motives, and daring to ask the questions that others shy away from. Is Mr. Choi a villain hiding in plain sight, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Let's dive in. The enigma of Sophia's pregnancy, a family in turmoil. Sophia, a young woman with a quiet grace and a heart full of dreams, found herself at the center of a storm when her pregnancy was revealed. The news sent shockwaves through her family, but it wasn't just the pregnancy itself that raised eyebrows, it was the way it was handled. Amy, Sophia's mother, stepped into the spotlight, taking charge with a fierce determination that left little room for anyone else's input. She made decisions about doctor's appointments, baby names, and even Sophia's future, all while her husband, Mr. Choi, lingered in the background like a ghost. Amy's assertiveness wasn't new. She had always been the pillar of the family, the one who held things together when life got messy. But this time, her control felt different, almost desperate. She spoke for Sophia, answered questions on her behalf, and seemed to shield her from the world. Was Amy protecting her daughter from judgment, or was she guarding a darker secret? The more we watched, the more questions arose. Why was Amy so quick to take the reins? Why did Sophia, usually so spirited, seem so subdued, her eyes heavy with unspoken words? And then there was Mr. Choi. Once a warm, if reserved, presence in the family, he had become a shadow. He was there, physically, but his voice was absent. No opinions, no arguments, no comforting words for his pregnant daughter. His silence was deafening, a void that begged to be filled with meaning. Was he simply overwhelmed, or was his withdrawal a sign of guilt, shame, or something far more sinister? As viewers, we couldn't help but wonder, what was Mr. Choi hiding? The shadow of doubt. Is Mr. Choi Sophia's father? The first crack in the family's facade appeared when whispers began to circulate about Sophia's origins. Could it be that Mr. Choi, the man who raised her, isn't her biological father? The idea wasn't just a random theory. It was rooted in subtle clues that had been piling up over time. Old family photos showed a younger Amy with a man who wasn't Mr. Choi, a man whose name was never mentioned. Neighbors spoke in hushed tones about Amy's past, hinting at a relationship that ended abruptly before Mr. Choi entered the picture. Could Sophia be the child of that mysterious figure, raised by Mr. Choi as his own? This theory alone would be enough to shake any family, but it's only the beginning. If Mr. Choi isn't Sophia's biological father, it changes the lens through which we view his role in her life. Did he marry Amy knowing she had a child from another man, embracing Sophia as his own? Or was the truth hidden from him, only to surface years later, festering like an untreated wound? The possibility that Mr. Choi isn't Sophia's father opens a Pandora's box of questions about loyalty, love, and the fragile bonds that hold a family together. But let's take it a step further. If Mr. Choi isn't Sophia's biological father, could his feelings toward her have been tainted by resentment or something darker? The thought is chilling, but we can't ignore the signs. Sophia's discomfort around him, the way she avoids his gaze, the tension that crackles in the air when they're in the same room, it all points to a fracture in their relationship. Could this fracture have led to something unthinkable? The unthinkable accusation, a crime in the shadows. Here's where the story takes a turn into the abyss. As we've watched this drama unfold, a horrifying theory has emerged, one that we approach with caution but cannot ignore. Could Mr. Choi have committed an unspeakable act against Sophia? The idea that he might have raped her is a gut punch, a possibility so dark it's almost too painful to contemplate. Yet, the clues are there, scattered like breadcrumbs in a nightmare. Sophia's pregnancy, while initially framed as a youthful indiscretion, has raised red flags. She's been tight-lipped about the father of her child, Tesaro, offering vague answers or none at all. Her demeanor, once vibrant and full of life, has shifted to one of quiet resignation, as if she's carrying a burden too heavy for words. Amy's overprotectiveness, too, takes on a new meaning in this context. Is she shielding Sophia from judgment, or is she trying to keep a terrible truth from coming to light? And then there's Tesoro, the innocent child at the heart of this storm. Named after a word meaning treasure, Tesaro is a beacon of hope in a story shrouded in darkness. But what if Tesaro's very existence is a clue to the tragedy that preceded it? Could Tesaro be the result of a horrific act committed by Mr. Choi? The thought is sickening, but it fits the pieces of the puzzle in a way that's hard to dismiss. Mr. Choi's silence, Sophia's withdrawal, Amy's fierce control, it all points to a family grappling with a secret so devastating it threatens to tear them apart. The weight of silence, Mr. Choi's role in the drama. Let's focus on Mr. Choi for a moment, because his behavior is the linchpin of this mystery. Once a steady presence in the family, he now seems like a man haunted. His eyes, when they do appear on screen, are hollow, his movements slow and deliberate, as if he's carrying an invisible weight. Is it the weight of guilt? Shame? Or simply the exhaustion of living in a household where secrets fester like rot? There are moments that stand out, moments that make us question everything we thought we knew about him. A fleeting glance at Sophia, heavy with something unspoken. A conversation cut short when Amy enters the room. A hand that lingers too long on a doorframe, as if he's hesitating to cross a threshold, literal or metaphorical. These are the fragments we're left to piece together, and they paint a picture of a man who is either complicit in a terrible crime or trapped in a web of misunderstanding. But let's not rush to judgment. There's another possibility. Mr. Choi could be a victim of circumstance, a man caught in a narrative he didn't write. If he's not Sophia's biological father, perhaps he's struggling with his role in the family, unsure of where he fits. If a crime did occur, could he be unaware of it, or worse, unable to confront it? The complexity of human relationships means that nothing is ever as simple as it seems, and Mr. Choi's silence could be a cry for help as much as a confession of guilt. Amy's iron grip, protector or puppet master. Amy, the matriarch, is a force to be reckoned with. Her strength is undeniable, but there's a brittleness to it, like a dam holding back a flood. She's taken charge of Sophia's pregnancy with an almost militaristic precision, leaving no room for dissent. But why? Is she protecting her daughter from a cruel world, or is she controlling the narrative to keep a secret buried? Amy's past is a puzzle in itself. The whispers about her former lover, the man who might be Sophia's real father, suggest a life marked by heartbreak and hard choices. Did she marry Mr. Choi out of love, or was it a marriage of convenience, a way to provide stability for her daughter? If Mr. Choi isn't Sophia's father, did Amy keep that truth from him, or was it a mutual understanding that soured over time? And if the worst-case scenario is true, if Mr. Choi harmed Sophia, how much does Amy know? Is she complicit, or is she a mother torn between protecting her daughter and preserving her family? The way Amy hovers over Sophia is telling. She's not just a concerned mother, she's a gatekeeper, filtering who gets close to her daughter and what information gets out. Every decision she makes seems calculated, from the doctor she chooses to the way she deflects questions about Tesaro's father. It's as if she's building a fortress around Sophia, but fortresses can be prisons as much as they are sanctuaries. Tesaro, the innocent at the heart of the storm. And then there's Tesaro, the child who has become the focal point of this drama. Born into a family fractured by secrets, Tesaro is both a symbol of hope and a reminder of pain. Every coo, every smile, is a bittersweet reminder of the circumstances that brought him into the world. If our darkest suspicions are true, Tesaro's very existence is a scar, a living testament to a crime that may have shattered Sophia's life. Yet, there's another way to see Tesaro. He could be the light that pulls this family out of the darkness. Sophia's love for her child is palpable, a fierce, protective love that suggests she's found purpose in motherhood. Could Tesaro be the catalyst for truth, the reason Sophia might one day find the strength to speak out? Or will he grow up in the shadow of secrets, unaware of the storm that surrounds his birth? The court of public opinion, speculation, and responsibility. As we delve into this story, we must acknowledge the weight of our speculation. At TV Days Drama Digest, we're storytellers, not judges. Our role is to explore the possibilities, to shine a light on the shadows and invite you, our viewers, to think critically about what you're seeing. The theory that Mr. Choi isn't Sophia's father and may have committed a horrific act is just that, a theory. But it's a theory grounded in the clues we've observed, the silences we've heard, and the tensions we've felt. We must tread carefully, though. Accusations like these can destroy lives, and we're not here to cast stones without evidence. Our goal is to spark conversation, to encourage you to question what you see and hear. Is Mr. Choi a monster, a misunderstood man, or something in between? Is Amy a hero, a villain, or a mother doing her best in impossible circumstances? And what if Sophia, whose voice has been drowned out by the noise of those around her? Her story deserves to be heard, and we hope that by exploring these questions, we're giving her a platform, even if it's just through our lens. What's next? A story yet to unfold. As we wrap up this deep dive, one thing is clear: Sophia's story is far from over. The questions we've raised about her pregnancy, her relationship with Mr. Choi, and the truth behind Tesaro's birth are just the beginning. Will the truth come to light, or will it remain buried, a wound that never heals? Will Sophia find her voice, or will Amy's control keep her silenced? And what of Mr. Choi? Will he break his silence, revealing a truth that could either redeem or damn him? We invite you, our viewers, to join us in this journey. Share your thoughts, your theories, your hopes for this family. Is there a twist we haven't considered? A clue we've overlooked? The beauty of storytelling is that it's a shared experience, and your perspective matters. Let's keep the conversation going, because stories like Sophia's don't just entertain, they challenge us to confront the complexities of human nature. Conclusion: a family on the edge. Sophia's story is a tapestry woven with threads of love, betrayal, and secrets. It's a reminder that families, no matter how ordinary they seem, can harbor extraordinary pain. As we await the next chapter, we hold our breath, hoping for clarity, for justice, for healing. Whether Mr. Choi is a villain or a victim, whether Amy is a protector or a puppet master, one thing is certain: Sophia and Tesaro deserve a future free from the shadows of the past. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. Stay tuned to TV Days Drama Digest for more updates, more theories, and more stories that tug at your heartstrings. Until next time, keep questioning, keep feeling, and keep searching for the truth.